There you go. You know, we have it on this Sunday. Every other Friday, rather, we bring you our guest anchor. And today we have Babu. She will be joining us later on. Now, good evening, and many thanks for tuning in to RTV News. Indeed, I trust you're doing well. I'm Ethan Teshobia. You're watching RTV News live from Kigali. Rwanda has been named as the safest country for solo travelers in Africa and the 6th on the planet, according to a study conducted by Bounce, a renowned travel website. The country was the only one in the Africa to make it into the top 10 list, which is led by Switzerland with a score of 21.7% for the crime index and 78.3% for the security index, followed by Slovenia with a crime index of 22.3% and the security index of 77.7%. Now, according to the survey, the main criteria based on were the score of the crime index, the score of the security index, which are the main factors that travelers consider prior to boarding a plane to a certain country. Japan was the third and the only Asian country to make it on the list, having a crime index of 22.4% and the security index of 77.7%. Now, according to the survey, Rwanda has invested much effort in its national security by building competent and professional security organs. This is not the first time for Rwanda to be listed among the safest countries globally. In 2018, the Gallup Global Law and Order Report ranked the country as the second safest on the African continent, with 83% of the residents expressed confidence in the local police force. Now, in the previous year, the same index had ranked Rwanda among the safest countries globally that provided a conducive atmosphere to people who walk alone at night. Now, earlier today, I spoke to the police spokesperson, CP John Bosco Kabera, to tell us what makes Rwanda stand out when it comes to international rankings in safety and security. First of all, how did the national police welcome this as the people who are, meant to ensure law and order in our country?
I think surely it's good news. It's good news first because police is working very hard in collaboration with the other security agencies and working with the population. So I think it is good news. Two, but it is also a challenge to work even harder because, as you have just said, we are ranked amongst the top 10. So we need to work even harder to achieve more. Thirdly, I think it's also an encouragement to the citizens to work even more frequently and all the time with the police, because you cannot achieve that alone as a police institution.
How should we trust this research? Do you know about it? Is it something that you actually think it is very credible?
Well, I think this is not the first research that talks about security and safety in Rwanda. We've been seeing what has been going on for several years, including in the country itself, where Rwandan security agencies are very much trusted by the citizens. And the police has been was being ranked amongst one of the trusted security organs. So internationally, you have seen what they think the reporter is just mentioning about the ranking in previous years. So we think it is credible. We think we can trust it, but also it gives us challenge to work even harder. That's what I'm saying.
What do you need to do to make sure that, you're number 6 in the world? How can Rwanda be among the top 5 now going forward?
Yeah, we need to see the report. We read it carefully, we analyze it, and we see where you can put much more effort, where you need collaboration, where you need to build the synergies, and I think we can be able to do it.
From the security perspective, what do you think makes Rwanda one of the safest countries on the planet Earth?
Yeah, it's the security agencies, the security organs, and working in collaboration with the citizens. And I think this has to be harnessed. This has to be improved day by day, month by month, year by year. So just because the security wants to ensure law and order, public safety, if the citizens are not very much committed to this, I think we can not achieve it. So we need really to appreciate those who participate, who get involved day by day, who pass on information related to any possible cause of insecurity, And we shall keep doing this as long as we see it is actually being realized and bearing fruits.
That is the police spokesperson, CP John Bosco Kabera, reacting to the report that ranks Rwanda among the top 10 safest countries on the globe. Interesting outcomes there. Now, the government of Rwanda has taken the decision to increase subsidy for fertilizers in a move that is aimed at improving the quality and the quantity of agricultural produce. My colleague Jean-Pierre Kagabo earlier spoke to the Agriculture Minister, Geraldine Mucheshimana, for more details. Take a listen.
Thank you. The fertilizer prices have gone out today. As we discussed previously, the prices have increased because of international markets. But the government has increased its support to the farmers. For instance, on fertilizer, the common fertilizers that are used, on urea, the government is paying 512. The AP government is paying 603. And NPK, the government is paying 475. But still, that is not reducing to the previous levels the cost of fertilizers at the farmer. So we wish to communicate to the farmers that this is a time to manage the fertilizer resource very efficiently. That means applying it to the plant itself instead of broadcasting it. That means using, again, the organic fertilizers because it favors the efficient use of inorganic fertilizers. But also, it requires optimizing and making good agricultural practices so that the productivity per unit of area can be increased, because the productivity and the cost of inputs are key kind of ingredients that is used into setting prices.
Thank you so much, Jean-Pierre Kagabo, for that interview. Now, some of the residents in different secondary cities of Rwanda, especially those that live near the borders with the separate countries that, of course, neighbor Rwanda, say there should be enforcement in industrial construction in those places to increase the productivity, because places reserved for industries have not yet been occupied. Olive Nati reports.
Fabrice Ishimwe, a resident of Rugerero sector in Rubavu district, is showing us some of the villages that are reserved for industrial development. Yet, he says that there is no construction plan of those factories. Residents of this region say that the lack of industries in these places leads to increase in costs of products due to where the products come from, and also notes that this raises unemployment rate and negatively affects the country.
Nothing has been done yet. We know about the relocation program, but we don't really know when. There's some other residents in this district that have no employment. But if those factories are built, they will employ many people, give them health insurance, pay school fees for their children, and also develop themselves.
Otherwise, cross-border trade between Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda continues, and in all kinds. Besides the COVID-19 pandemic, the border known as Petite Barrière between Goma and Rubavu is crossed by more than 45,000 people a day. There are some of the industries that Rwandans doing business in Congo wishes to have in Rubavu region. The neighbors want maize flour. We need advocacy to get the maize factory so that we can export it because they are in need of it. Besides the industries that process agricultural products, residents of this district also say that there should be industries that make construction materials. The mayor of Rubavu, Ildefonse Kambogo, assures the residents that every effort is being made to get this industrial site started.
Abaturage barabizi, twarabateguje.
Residents know about it and we talk to them. We are remaining with the expropriation program and also giving them the exchange of their properties. It is not yet done, but we are still making efforts to achieve it and also find investors to rent the zones by 2024 as planned.
Industrial policy states that by 2024, Kigali City and other 6 secondary cities in the country must have places allocated for industrial development. The 50 hectares planned for industrialization in Rubavu district and in Nyagatare district has not yet been occupied. Musanze district has 1 factory, yet planned 167 hectares for industries. Muhanga has 2 factories in 63 hectares. Huye district has 20% industrial construction and Rusizi 35.7%, while in Bugesera 72% of the land has been purchased, and in Rwamagana all the land has already found tenants. The Minister of Trade and Industry, Beata Habyarimana, noted that the lack of enough fund is the reason for the slow pace of industrialization and urges the private sector to continue to support the program.
wese wumva afite gahunda yo kuba yashoramo amafaranga mu gutunganya imirimo y'imihanda y'amazi nabo turabemerera tumaje rero kubona
I encourage everyone who wants to invest in road construction and sanitation. We have received some offers about 3 industrial zones from people who want to invest, but we are still discussing to reach the final agreement. But we also have some others who are interested in other fields, and that is a good sign of collaboration. There are some other industrial zones that the government is building, but we also encourage whoever that wants to invest. Another program is that we are offering an opportunity to those that want to do the management of industrial zone, which means those people who watch closely the activities in the zone. The construction of industrial parks in Rwanda's secondary cities is one of the factors that will help the country achieve its goals of creating 214,000 jobs annually as per the government's 7-year program that runs until 2024. Infrastructure activities and expropriation activities will cost about 225.8 billion Rwandan francs, which could delay the completion of these industrial zones. Olive Nete, reporting for RTV News.
You did great, by the way.
I hope. I was a little bit nervous.
I could see.
Like in Germany, we don't use a lot of English, but I was like, I hope God is going to be with me. I'm going to try my best.
No, you did.
But I did. I hope I did great.
No,
that was with me.
You did awesome. You did awesome.
Thank you. Thank
you. So, Babu, first of all, you've had such a great year already.
Yeah.
We are proud. 21 days into 2022,
yeah.
And you've done many things.
Yeah.
I think recently I saw you open a store.
Yeah.
For clothes and all that.
It's not about clothes. It's about shoes and
bags.
Yeah.
You released the song.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that song. So it's a happy new year already?
It's a nice year.
Yeah.
God is always with me. I'm that person who believes in God. I'm not going to say I'm that person who's always in the church.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm that person who's always praying every night. But yeah. I do believe in God a lot, and I think like if I trust God and I would let Him do everything in my life, yeah. I'm gonna be the greatest person that I wish to be.
Okay, oh fantastic. So who is Babu? Is that Babu even your real name?
Nah, my real name is Barbara Tetahorn. Wow. That's my real name.
Barbara Tetahorn.
Barbara Tetahorn, yeah.
So which kind of family do you come from, and who is you if you are to describe yourself to a stranger who doesn't know you?
I'm gonna say like my mom is Rwandese. Yeah. I was born in Rwanda.
You were born in Rwanda?
I was born in Rwanda, and I'm proud. Awesome. Like for real, I'm very proud to be born like in Rwanda because I'm loving Rwanda.
How many years ago?
It's been like 10 years that I'm living in Germany right now.
As in you're born in Rwanda how many years ago?
Yeah, 10 years. Like I went to Germany when I was 10.
Oh, so.
Yeah, so
you're 20?
Yeah, I'm 20. I'm gonna turn 21 this year.
Fantastic.
I'm growing.
You are. So apart from music, what else do you do?
Actually, I'm done with school.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm thinking about my future.
Done with the high school, college?
Yeah, in Germany, we got our own system. It's like, I don't know how to say it, like Ausbildung in English. Yeah. Ausbildung means like you're done with high school or you're done with school. And after that, you're gonna choose the work you wanna do. And like I'm saying, like I learned electricity, and I was learning about that. It's like it's almost like university, but you're going for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You're working on with the people who's working with about electricity, and after 3 weeks you're gonna go to the school and you're learning what you're doing. Yeah. So you're doing that like 3 years or 2 years. Yeah. So I'm done, and I'm thankful for that. Yeah.
So let's talk about that song that is actually playing in the background. I'm Gonna Lose You, you and Aye Wise. Yeah. Do you actually know that it has attracted controversy of sorts, especially the video?
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people have said that, like, saying that the video.
What is your take on that? What did you expect from your fans when you were shooting the video for some?
I was expecting like my fans gonna love that, because I'm that person. If I'm working, I'm trying to make my fans happy. Yeah. That's the first thing that I want to do. Yeah. Because I'm doing this job because of them. Yeah. Because they trust me, and I know my fans love that, but I know that some people doesn't like the video. But you know, I'm that person. That's my job actually. In front about the business stuff, but that's my job too. I
mean, the video is fine. Yeah. The content. Yeah. It's controversial.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, I'm not the director. Yeah. So I'm that person. My job is to go in the studio to make my music.
So did you actually know that the director was doing whatever he was doing?
You know, he's saying like, I got this script. Do you like this? And I'm like, yeah. But if you're not on the set, you don't even know what's happening. Right? I know. But I was like, okay, that's my job. Let me do it, because I respect directors. I respect everyone who's making his job.
So do you entirely believe in everything?
I believe someone who's making a good job, I believe in that person.
Fantastic. Besides that, such a good song.
Thank you.
Very, very good.
I've put my whole
such a great club banger.
Thank you.
Such a great club banger. So, one would actually, people were wondering that you guys were pushing it too far in terms of the culture, the setup, the society, and all that. Did you at some point go back?
That wasn't my intention, and that wasn't our intentions. It was just working. We were just trying to do our job. Yeah. And I'm saying sorry if I have done something wrong. That was my intention. But I'm still young. I'm learning. I'm learning a lot of things. So if like I respect Ron's person. Like I got my mom. I respect our culture. You know, I'm from Rwanda, and I'm proud to be Rwandese. So
I see that you have a tattoo.
Yeah, I have a tattoo. That's Rwanda. That's Africa. In the middle is Rwanda. Because I'm proud to be Rwandese. You can't imagine those things. So.
Anyway, let's talk about, as we conclude this, I know we don't have much of the time. Yeah. You opened the store. Where is it located? If you could tell us briefly just about your
actually,
and what you have going forward, probably.
Yeah, I'm that person who always wanted to, because I told you I'm proud to be Rwandese, and I always wanted to make my own business in Rwanda, at my place, at my home. You know, I opened with I'm that person who plans a lot of things. Like I've planned this store many years. Yeah. So we have planned this like 3 years ago, and we're thankful that this year the deal was done. We opened up the things we wanted to do. Yeah. But we're selling shoes for girls and bags for girls. That bags and shoes came from Germany. Oh. But we're trying to bring in February also
Please, you need to consider.
We need to like perfumes. Yeah. You know, we're trying to do a lot of things, but that's the beginning, and I hope that Rwandese, all my friends, they like the stuff we're doing.
We do.
I don't know how to explain where the place is, because I'm that person.
I think
Kigali have changed a lot.
Are you so good at responding to DMs in your?
Of course. It's about business.
If someone, whoever wants to know about what she does, where she is, the store and everything, I think you can text her and you get to know details about her shop and what she's doing. And Babu is going places. She's releasing some super, super nice songs. We appreciate you for finding time.
We appreciate you for having me here.
Thank you so much.
It means a lot, and God bless you.
God bless you too.
And all your team.
Such a fantastic team.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you got a good, I can call family, right? Yeah. Because you work for a long time.
Absolutely.
So you got a great family, so be thankful, you know, and thank you a lot.
My guest anchor, from me and my guest anchor Babu, and of course the entire news production team, many thanks for your time indeed. It's Friday. Up next is Friday Flight. I'm Ethan Tashovia. Bye for now. Enjoy the songs from Babu.